Hi, Genki Call here. We are in Blighted Lands for the week of September 4th, 2023. And here's what we've got going on. We're going to start with the campaign task. Super easy. Cast spells, kill purple enemies, and win any battle. Super easy. For troops, first let's head into the shop and resources. Grab your spoils of war. Do this every week if you can afford it. That's a fantastic deal for event keys. And every event key is a chance at a mythic, so woo-ha! Weekly event. You definitely need to spare 400 glory to get this guy. It's an empowered skull converter. I love these troops. Convert all blue gems to skulls. Gain 1 soul for each gem converted. It can be really great for soul farming as well. You know, you want to blow them away with your skulls and get souls for it at the same time. That's awesome. I love that. All enemies lose 2 random skill points, immune to burning and fairy fire. Start battles with full mana. It's not just a skull converter, it's an empowered skull converter. So very, very cool, especially if you love to use this kind of thing for Guild Wars. So I recommend getting this up to mythic level every week as soon as you can afford to start doing it. For one thing, you'll get all of these lovely things, and you'll have one more troop to level up to level 20 when you need it for your power level. Very important. It's very important for me at this moment because I need it. I need it to get this power level up. Just want to point out that there are new weapons this week, and if you, like me, can't afford to level up your Doom Staff, it is a chance for you to finally get the power level up here in Blighted Lands. And we haven't been in Blighted Lands for, last I heard, over 500 days, so it may be a while before we're back. Alright, troops that you can get with your event keys this week. Let's go over the most notable ones. You will be able to get the new troop I just pointed out. In addition, you will also be able to get either of these 2 mythics. Let me make sure I know I have everything, but okay, everything except for that. I'm glad I checked. We'll go over the Iron Maiden in just a bit. For now, you can get Abnicia or the Archduke. If I were to recommend one over the other, definitely the Archduke. He has a chance to insta-kill the enemy, unless it's the Leonis Tower, a Doom, or Raid Boss. He can insta-kill them. The chance is equal to the magic. You see, my magic here is only 46. That's a 46% chance. You put it on a team, now that has bumped up. And every single turn, he gains 3 magic. So he's very much like the Consort of Darkness, only he has a way to increase his own magic every single turn. So I really like this. Occasionally, I like to use it. It's especially good in delves because you have the buff from your horde, and so your magic's going to be a lot higher. Excuse me, higher when you're delving. Abnicia, she explodes all gems of a chosen color, summons an Infernal King. That's it. That's pretty much it. She does do this, but I mean, it's really not a big deal. Dark Monolith, he does do damage to the 2 weakest enemies, and he does double damage if his life is damaged. It does not count with the armor, but if his life is damaged, he does double damage, which is pretty nice. Skull damage reduction by 50%. And the Infernal King, you know this troop. If you've ever fought him, you know this troop because he's super annoying. He is a mana converter, green gems to skulls, brown gems to red. He does some scatter damage on top of that, but most notable is his 25% chance to resurrect after death, which is a pain in the rump to fight, especially during pet rescues. Now, a little tip for you, if you're fighting this guy in pet rescues, use Elementalist. Or War Priest, if he is stunned, he can't resurrect. Getting stunned takes all this away, so that'll help speed things up in your pet rescues. You will not be able to get the Fell Roost troops. They are only available in the Underworld in Fell Roost, and you cannot get tarot cards here either. You have to get the tarot cards from the vault. Next up, this is also Fell Roost. The Hellcat transforms a selected mana color to red. That's any color you want, and does damage to a random enemy. You don't get to choose, but you've still got the mana convert and a chance to loop, in addition to doing a little bit of damage. And then we've got, all of the Heralds. All of the heralds are going to inflict deathmark when doing skull damage, so they're nice to stick up at the front of the team. This one is empowered. Sorry, where'd you go? Herald of Damnation. Converts blue gems to purple, curse and burn the strongest enemy, and he's empowered, full mana when he starts. Same with Lamashtu. She converts yellow to purple, does damage to the weakest enemy and is empowered. And then the new troop. Love this new troop. Empowered Skull Converter. Love that. All right. Sorry about taking a second to do that. All right. Next up, will not be able to get this. Others that are very notable. Hate this guy, hate this guy, hate this guy. Charm 2 random enemies. You cannot win with this guy unless he gets skull damage on them. But he can take out half the enemy team. So, anyway. Hellhound. Yep, this was another one that does damage to 2 enemies, which is super helpful if you don't have something that can do damage to the entire enemy team. And you will not be able to get the Doom of Flame. The Doom of Flame is only available from Tower of Doom events. So that is the gist of what you can get with the good things that you can get. Did I go over Baphomet? I forgot to go over Baphomet, my bad. Damage to 3 random enemies. Another one that does damage to multiple enemies, super nice. If the enemy is burning, deal double damage. And triple skull damage versus burning enemies. So this is a good segue into our Underspire. Not Underspire, you know what I meant, the Epic Trials. I haven't done all these. But Lucifera is going to set them all on fire. I'm sorry. Burn all enemies. Oh my gosh. She's going to set them all on fire, which is going to make him do double damage. I left him, I mean, you can put him in front of Lucifera for that chance at triple skull damage. It's up to you, whichever way you want to do this. Herald of Woe is, he's got some skull damage reduction. He does that death mark. And he does tank up a bit, but this guy also death marks on skull damage. So you're going to lose this first troop to death mark at some point. You may just have to start over. I don't know. I've only done one battle so far. So anyway, next up, let's see. What do we have? What am I forgetting? I'm sure there's plenty. We have Invasion this week. Yes, there is one more troop that you can get for Blighted Lands, but you cannot get it with your event keys. And that is the only way to get it is by going into the Invasion shop and buying her here. The new troop for Invasion is the Iron Maiden. She's going to do damage and create 8 red gems. What did I just say? Create 8 red gems. She's got that 3 to 5 damage. 3 to 5 times damage based on Ascensions. That means at base rarity, she'll do 3 times the damage, legendary 4 times, and at mythic level, mythic doesn't make her a mythic, but if she's fully ascended, she'll get 5 times the damage. Except it's more than that. Let me buy this real quick. Quickly. I backed out. I need to point this out. I need to point this out again. You must use her in the Invasion event. She have double magic and get double the score on every tower that you kill is actually 2 towers as long as you have her on your team. So keep that in mind. Next up, if you take the new troop, the Ship of the Damned, into PvP or Explore, you get an additional 40 souls per battle. And then as far as events this week, we have tomorrow, we have the Hell Puppy. On Wednesday, we have the Fell Roost Faction Assault. On Thursday, we have Diabolist, which is significant for one reason. I'll go over that in a second. And then we have Bounty this weekend. So let's go over why Diabolist has some significance. It's not the class itself that's significant. It is the class weapon. And the class weapon is Fiendfire. This thing is super nice to use when you want to curse all of the enemies, but you don't want to take a troop with you to do it. So you can take High King Irongut, Fiendfire, well, High King Irongut, then Thrall, then Fiendfire, then Lyraza, and you can loop and loop and loop and just keep devouring all of the things with High King Iron Gut, and you only cast this if something is immune to devour. If they're immune, you cast this, and suddenly High King Iron Gut can chomp them all he wants. Nom nom nom. All right. And as I said, bounty this weekend. I'm hoping that I haven't forgotten anything. Oh, Underspire. So there is one more thing, Underspire, and there's a new weapon. There is a new weapon in the shop. You may have seen it just now, and let me show it to you very quickly because I haven't purchased it yet. I'm going to do that in just a bit. Clicking wrong buttons. The new weapon is what I want to use in the Underspire because it's explodey. I love my explodey things. Explode red gems, grant a random status effect to all demon allies, then summon a demon troop. And since we are limited to what we can use weapon-wise, that's what I want to use in the... clicking wrong buttons again. I'm so sorry. That's what I want to use in the Underspire. And so I'm going to do probably something like this. I'll put the explodey weapon here. We've got Lamashtu to convert yellow gems to purple, and that will feed Nocturnia and Van Barak. Or, instead of using Nocturnia, I may switch this to the Infernal King. And I think, no, sorry, Baphomet. I think I will switch this to Baphomet, and that would mean that Lamashtu was completely mana blocked, but we just need her for the fast mana. Hold on. I'm changing things. I need something to set the team on fire, so does Fiendfire burn them? Curse and burn all enemies. So you can do something like I just had up, or you can do this and hope that Lamashtu gets you enough mana. I think I like the other team better. I haven't decided. I'm kind of out of it, so... Anyway, that's what I've got for you for this week. I will have more videos coming your way as soon as I can. Please like and subscribe if you are interested in doing so, and we'll see you folks soon.